Alright guys, so we're back. We're going to look at the other three buttons besides submit work order on our new MaxPanda work order system. So here we go. You're going to select where you get your apps from unless you have your MaxPanda app on the home screen. So right here is where Androids would normally have them on that those six dots there. So you select it. You go to GoMax right there. So if you haven't seen the installation video or the setup video, that's what you're looking for. Is you're looking for the GoMax on your app store. You'll click that. You'll have to sign in if you haven't signed in. If you have signed in already, this will show up. So today we are going to look at it. Right now we are going to look at these three right here. They are very simple. They're very easy. In the last video we made a work order, and I have multiple work orders on my app because I've been testing things. So we'll select my work order first, which is right here. WO stands for work order. So we're going to select that one first. It'll bring you a little information. So this one that says pending, which pending is right here. That's the one I just did in the last video. And but you can see that I have more than one. I have approved ones, I have completed ones, and I even have rejected ones. So these are your work orders. They will start to pile up as you build or as you make them. To click on a work order, to get back to that edit work order screen we saw in the last video, you're going to just click on the box of that work order and it'll bring all the information up for you. Like I said, most of this we will be using in maintenance. You don't need to see that. Once again, to go back in the system, if you're not doing anything, if you haven't changed anything, you're going to select the triangle right here, and that'll take you back to your work order screen. You can also search work orders right here on with the search function. There's all sorts of filters that you can put on that. That's one area I think where you can put your personal ID. Yeah. So work order number, I think, is what they call that on this part of the screen. This part of the app is the work order number. So we can test that out. I can type in SK1 is what our example was. It wasn't capitalized though. I'm having issues. Okay, SK. Let's try 1. See what happens if I search that. So we'll hit search. And it brought up a bunch of them. So that might not work too well, but there's different ways to filter them. You can filter them by building group, and you can filter them. It's what the search is basically, is a filter. You can't do it by group, but you can do statuses and categories, and you can type in the title. So if you remember what the title says, like broken light bulb or something like that, you can look that up as well. So that's the search function for there. Other than that, another way to add work orders is you can add up here with the plus. It'll do it either way, and then you can look through your work orders that way. So we're going to go back. Remember, to go back in the system, you push the triangle button right there. That'll take you back to the main screen. So next we're going to look at the My To-Do list, and that's not going to have anything on it because I haven't assigned myself any work orders. Let's do that really quick. So I'm going to go to My Work Orders, let it load, bring this one up. I can attach myself here, so we already have a few people there. So I'm the facilities admin. We'll add myself to there and go back. Yes, I want to save changes. Okay, so you can't add a staff person until you approve the work order, and it's taking a while to load. So now if we go back there, I should be on there. Yep, I'm on there again, and it was automatically approved. So we'll go back. You don't have to worry about what I just did. I'm just doing that to get something on this screen. So now that we're back at the main screen, we're going to go to My To Do right there, and that's going to get us the lists that have been assigned to us. So I have one assigned to me here, and this is really just going to be maintenance. So it's like any other thing. You'll click on it, and it'll bring up all this information here. And then start tool time, I believe. It's not, watch home improvement. It's it's when we start to work on it, and that's those are metrics we're going to use in maintenance to try and get a little more better than that. So that's the my to do. You guys probably won't have that too much because you don't really have to worry about it unless you're in maintenance, and you'll have my to do when I assign you work orders. The overdue work orders is our next button and our last button, so it's right there. We'll click on that, and this isn't going to have anything in it because we don't have any overdue work orders. And in order to you would look at it, see why it's overdue. It might have a reason. If not, you can message me and ask me why it's overdue and why it hasn't been done yet. So those are your buttons there on the app. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to get a hold of me with my phone number or my email. That's fine. So my phone number, you can ask at the front desk. My email is nova, Nova, @Michindoh.com.